Hello and welcome to video number 6, Book Social Networks. In this specific video, we're going to be focusing on social media networks that surround rabid book readers. What a better way than to go to sites that book readers go to that really want to know more about the books that they're reading. They want to find people that are reading those books and that might know other books that they would enjoy. So definitely want to tap into this resource as much as possible. There are two sites that we're going to be focusing on. The first one is called Goodreads.com, and that's a very, very well-known site. It has tons and tons of book readers there that are looking for books that they would enjoy. LibraryThing.com is another social network as well that focuses specifically on books. One thing you can do, especially with Goodreads.com, is do giveaways. But in addition to holding giveaways there, you can also visit the various groups and participate. You can help, contribute, don't spam, don't promote your stuff, but help them out and answer their questions. And there's a way to do it and there's a way not to do it. And I'll talk briefly about it in just a minute. Now, since groups are individually managed, each one has specific rules. So you want to make sure that you read those rules before you actually get started. Now let's take a quick look at these sites, and I'm going to point out a few things that you can go ahead and do right away and start driving traffic to your book sales page. A great way to get more eyeballs to your book is by giving away copies of your book. And you can do this by giving it away before you release your book. So you can see pre-release books are listed for giveaway by publishers and authors. And members can enter to win, and winners are picked randomly at the end of the giveaway. So as you can see here, 1,100 people have expressed interest in this book, and 6 copies are going to be available. So that's a great way to get people interested in your book and more eyeballs on to your book. And in a matter of doing research, you can also see what is most requested and kind of get an idea of what is the most requested books, the most popular authors, and to list a giveaway. It's really not hard to do. All you have to do is create an account and click on list giveaway and follow the steps. There are other ways to get more eyeballs on to your books. And the first thing you'll want to do is, of course, create an account and then fill in your profile so that it links to your books. Another thing you can do, or even get others to do, is to create what we call Listopia lists. These are lists that contain books that are falling under a specific niche. So for example, best books about creepy crawlies, and you can see a bunch of books about creepy crawlies. So if somebody's interested in that particular niche and they click on it, they will be able to find all the books that are pertaining to that particular list. And you can also contact those people who have started the list and see if you can get your book listed in there as well. What I found in terms of that strategy is the more specific you can get, the better, because people are going there specifically for example, best chicken soup for the sold books, or favorite books from my childhood. Now that's a little bit general compared to best chicken soup for your sold books, because who knows what their childhood could be. So that's just very, very general. And then books that should be made into movies, that might be good if you can get in there. But you can see that lists are a great way of getting more eyeballs and more traffic. It's very, very similar to having a Pinterest pin board, because you have a topic, and within the pin board you have many different books in this case. So this is a great way to get a lot of traffic. You can get involved with the groups. I'd highly advise you to do so, and get to know people that are in your specific niche, and Find authors that might be writing books similar to yours and see what they've done and what they haven't done, and just brainstorm and interact and things like that. There's another site called librarything.com, and you can find groups to get involved with groups. And for example, let's say your book is science fiction. You can find science fiction fans, you can find subgroups within the main group of science fiction, like time travel and parallel worlds and things like that. So you can see that there's a lot of interaction going on. What I highly recommend that you do is find topics that relate specifically to your book and just get involved. Don't try to promote your book outright. Try to get involved and try to give some valuable feedback first. Build your reputation within that group, and then you can tell people about your book later down the road. The worst case scenario is you just go in and you start spamming everybody, telling people about your new book. That's just going to turn everybody off, so you don't want to do that. The key with social media is if you can just build a relationship with them, then they're probably going to want to find more information about you, and they're going to want to know a lot about your books and so forth. So these two sites, as you can see, there's many different avenues of different ways that you can take to generate traffic back to your book.